body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin. And there's the second one. A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin. 2 body discovery announcements in a row? That means they're gone. The hanged body with the hemp bag on its head. Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this? Hyoko and who the hell is the other one hanging in the hemp bag? Could it be 2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw the hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still. Why? Yeah! What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible. That's impossible for killings to happen on this island. Shut up, idiot. For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag on the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad. Yes! But what about preserving the scene of the crime? Who fucking cares about that? I mean, like, honestly, I think we could pull 2 and 2 together that she was hanging, so. Let's at least remove it and, like, you know, maybe let her body be at some piece. There's a control panel for the baton lighting the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one? Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed the button on the control panel. Roar! I don't think that's what panels should make, but whatever. With a motorized sound like a growl of a starving beast, the baton slightly lowered and descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the handbag, okay? It's Ibuki, right? Yep. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. God damn it! Out of the 2 of them, why wasn't freaking Nagito killed? God damn it! I hate him so much. Should have been him. Damn it! It's all my fault. If only I had a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Makan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is... Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. So you finally showed up, the root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went through the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone? Ah! What the hell is going on here? Ibuki and Hiyoko. So 2 people have been killed? Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others? Looks like another serious incident has occurred while I was unaware. Oh great, they're back to normal. Now we get to deal with your dumbass all the time. I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagito and Akane, you're okay. Oh, of course. What do you mean, of course? Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now. Wait, it's just gone? They're just okay now? They just slept it off and they're fine now? They were literally in critical condition, like about to die, and now they're just okay? What the? Whatever plot progression. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. Oh, so you stopped a life-threatening disease because you got bored. I understand. For that silly reason? And now the killing has started. There's no need to keep the motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Oh, who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is it's already been cured. So, let's go back to the main topic and proceed as usual. The Monokuma file. Oop, boop, boop, boo. I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again? We have to do this again? We have no choice. Last time, if this means one of us killed these 2, then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this? Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll be executed. Abandon your overdependence. Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Huh? That's strange. I'm crying? What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It looks like the lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about. Are you okay? Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about. Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe. Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. Alrighty, I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Manami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right? Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sake, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Investigate. Like, I've been putting this up for a while, but why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes... Is it because your clothes are something? Is it because your clothes are smoldering? I think he said, "Gah, I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place." And so Kazuichi left the music room under the cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's sweltering hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was a crushed pipe wind as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Notice something they don't give us. Time of death. That's going to be important. Monokuma file 3. Dots. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So, I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people to take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or, was there a reason they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like that shouldn't be forgiven. So, I will definitely find the truth behind this case. That's what I think. Seriously, I'd really prefer if you had some more confident sounding catchphrase. Alrighty then. Let's get to it, boys. Ibuki's body lay on top of the stage. She was wearing a hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. Hey, Jame, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope. Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time, so I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. But is that really true? Time of death is going to be the big thing. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own. So right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. Dots. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Think about it. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means it was obtained from the supermarket. Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained the rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Of course, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Makan, do you have a moment? What happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. I don't know if they would drag that out just to tell us that it was deemed suicide. I might not know the full clue, but Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and when she was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, that hemp bag, upon further inspection, there's a monomi decal of fabric. They got it from the cinema. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. It's the one from the cinema. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in the video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using the candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. But maybe they wanted to cause a blackout. Candle. The stepladder was tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Huh? Isn't that a bloodstain? Look, there's a bloodstain around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. But wait a second! The video I saw, it didn't have blood on it. Huh! That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does that mean? That means I think we're dealing with two different places of filming. Stepladder. I would have seen the bloodstain in the video, wouldn't I? Because that's the way it was facing. I think we're either dealing with two different stepladders, or whoever filmed that video that I saw earlier in the morning, it wasn't from this location. Hyoko's body suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it! Who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up with such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Meaning I'm going to be a prime suspect. Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help? If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So, I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside Hyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it wouldn't be a problem if she were still alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Are you into some necrophilia shit, brother? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Akane! Yo, what's up? There's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Kyoko's kimono. So can you help me feel for it? So how would you feel about retrieving it, I think you said? I don't really understand, but I gotta check Kyoko's kimono, right? Yeah, thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing. Don't talk about helping each other, dipshit. Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko and stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it, she's tied up so tight, I can't really reach with my hand. Wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key? It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this must be a key to the motel room. The key to her motel room, huh? If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence. Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we didn't notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, but there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, let's just hear me out for a second. Out of all of those mysteries, what do you think is the strangest is? The way the way they wrapped her body up in duct tape? It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if it was their true intention, but I guess it'd be a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting is to compress it, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. She must have been... Thoughts. With her arms crossed and thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty? See? Like, look, take a close look at the floor. If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wrapped up. Wait, this isn't something. Isn't this a blood stain? Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it? If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? Hyoko's body. Right? They didn't want me to discover that body when I first came in, right? Oh, the curtain. There's a black curtain. Wait a second. In the video I saw, I didn't see any speakers. Was it that up close? There's a black curtain hanging from the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one end of the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of this curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring the curtain from the supermarket. If they went that far, this is probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why do they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Music venue curtain. Oh, the control panel. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems that you can use the control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Buki's hang body. Speaking of lighting, the video in the music venue I saw, it had dim candlelit ambiance to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them? I see, so you noticed too, fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just a little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed the aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting. You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see from up there. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and... There is no need. Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy. Now is your time to take flight. Fwaha! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark divas of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the baton lighting to the ceiling in a flash. It started running around to the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the paper fluttered downward on and was deftly caught by Gundam. Wow, did you see that? Behold the power of ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that is amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks. They are my 4 dark divas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper? It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have many special spells scribed into it. It appears there's nothing useful. Dots. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Hyoko's body was probably covered up with this paper. And then all someone would need to do was tear it down. But some of it must have got stuck. Oh, the AC. Looks like there's a music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with this a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off for a little. But why was it so hot? That seems intentional. Okay, now we got everything. So this was the camera, right? The shadow remains of the machine are spread all over the floor. This appears to be the surveillance camera unit. Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here. What do you mean? Even if they knew that it was not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera? So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was the thing I saw? Probably should check out the storage room. This door says staff only. It looks like there's inside the storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. Music venue storage room. Yeah, it seems like there's paper. Wait, is that a chunk that's missing from the thing? There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper is folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted over the front of the wallpaper. This edge of the wallpaper, it looks like it's torn, but what does this mean? There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. Feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there's less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Well, how would I know that? I never went to the storage room. Do you have anything to say, dipshit? Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hyoko, they probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going on to be the killers. You're just going to be on the killer side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh? But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. By the way, Hijame, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you explain to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my own gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there. You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Because the hemp bag's there? I guess I should gather everyone's alibis then. Hey, Ajame, take a look at this. What? Look what's at the front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it? If something like this were in the front of that door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue? Remember when you came to the music venue? It won't open? The only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if it's gonna be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know. It doesn't matter if you could do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll take charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! As Fuyuhiko signaled, we charged at the door full force. Bam. They might have used that and put it in the handle and used it as a lock. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh? The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used as a bar on the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think the drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in the front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't have any windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't have been able to escape outside. Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. You know, don't they use that trick there in a lot of mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but I heard what you 2 were discussing. Chiaki, that was kind of a cool entrance. Super badass. Suave. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it? Looks like a weird glob right where the left door touches, you see? You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber. Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but as she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped some of the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Huh? What, are you just eating it? Why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, it was originally a liquid that hardened into this. It might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Dots. Just as I thought. It tastes nasty. Jackie spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider it some kind of clue, right? That's why the venue was hot. It's some kind of glue that needs heat to harden. And thus denying the lock theory case. Because they could have just as easily closed the door and waited for it to glue and left the scene of the crime. So I don't think we're dealing with a lot like the killer actually inside the locked room. I think that's just a misguided clue. Are you done with your autopsy, or? If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been safe. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nikito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient's room and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. Oh, so that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. And that reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. Oh, a story? It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Dots. If it's alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least.
Dots. What happened to not doubting me? Okay, so at least I have an alibi for the morning. Alright, with this, I might be close to finishing investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Makan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. I just talked to her. Her autopsy results may be more accurate this time. I literally just finished talking to her. She's like, I'll come back later. She just glanced at the body and was like, I know everything. How about it, Makan? Have you found out anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat? Is that possible?
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death.
I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
Even if the heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. I don't know, fam. First was Ibuki, then Hyoko. I don't know, fam. Too many clues are suggesting it might actually be the other way around, and the killer planned that we'd think that way.
And as long as this is an intimidation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders.
Huh? Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hijame? I thought everyone already knew. It's the murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. So it's common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way that they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
The movie I didn't watch, so I'm in the clear. I couldn't have possibly done this. Even if they think it's me because they don't have an alibi, there's no way I could have done this. That movie? The assumption is the imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed these people.
The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like this?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Oh, hold on a sec. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed. Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. He's gonna talk about the you can't kill more than 2 people, right? Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I'm prepared for perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On the killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
You mean you've added another rule?
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened would just be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Dots. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you. You're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this a possibility at all, and I don't want to even think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Eh? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist in the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right? If we can only choose one based on majority vote, then the other person would certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in this case? What about the case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay. I make extra sure something like that never happens. That's meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too. Alright, fine. That's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I end up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibility of 2 killers that exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, that means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that it sounds strange to me. That sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean about imitation?
Could it be you haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
Like I said, that movie. When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
Then the imitation is... Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well, based on the murder this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if it were copying it.
As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that.
Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my own gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater.
I'm the only one who didn't see it.
I see, so you haven't seen it still. And still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts.
Looks like I need to do that.
Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place. Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right. It might be a good idea for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll give it my all until the end. Alright, well, let's first go check out that movie. Which sucks because I end up having to watch it and I paid like $1 million for that stupid sticker to not watch it. But I guess it can't be helped, so here we are going to watch it. But I have an alibi in the sense that I couldn't have possibly been able to imitate a murder that I've never seen before. So, as long as I have that evidence of me never seeing the movie before the victims actually appeared, I'll be good.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I know you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer used the movie as their theme.
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched the movie yet.
I see. Then you really should watch this movie, please. Hey, manager! A customer's here!
Yes! Did you call me? Huh? Hijame's the customer? Do you have a problem with that? Oop, boop, boo. And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You were so devoted to being a tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
So you paid $1.5 million for a sticker?
It's nothing. In exchange for not watching the movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since you're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it!
But my resistance was in vain. Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See? This one. I'm sorry I was born stupid.
You bought this for $1.5 million?
Oop, boop, boop. But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me the invitation ticket. Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away 1 ticket per person. You only have 1 chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once. Then I'll go and prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe.
Huh? Why?
No reason, just think of it as a protective charm.
It's my way of getting out of being being accused. I couldn't have imitated a murder that I haven't seen. Because I damn well know that everyone's going to come at me that I didn't have an alibi, because I don't have an alibi. I could have easily committed the murders. I guess I should wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Also, wait. That reminds me, that item should be on the top of the counter. Ah, but did it catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only 1 person can have it. The killer. If the tote bag is gone, that means... Whoa there, you were interested in buying the tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to? Stupid, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer definitely got the tote bag. So the killer bought it. I remember you said there was only 1 because it's a limited item, right? Oh, it's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? When you buy that one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. You get 2 of them. Monokuma's account. Now then, forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. This is exciting! Exciting! Fuck, I gotta watch this piece of crap now. Movie theater inside. Yeah. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. For the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed. Now then, please relax and enjoy the film. I hope I do, fam. Monokuma was born in a remote village full of people because the death rates outpace the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise. Huh? And was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for a change. So he began his journey to see the wizard, Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met the Monomi lion, who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people and took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And they lived happily ever after. The end. Or he lived happily ever after. Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues! I need 4-ply, 4-ply, 4-ply when I cry. 1 for each head. Dots. Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye, bye-bye. Dots. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sign right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. But I can see how it's an imitation. Ibuki was missing her brain because she had the gullible disease, so she hanged herself. Hyoko was missing a heart because she's a spoiled brat and was sliced to pieces. So I can see how it was an imitation murder. Dots. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I'd ever seen. It wasn't even okay to call it that a movie. Hey, I enjoyed it. But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death. Oh, I figured, well, it's true, because she wasn't sliced to bits, too. It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. The Wizard of Monomi. It's a little worn down, but it's not too shabby. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Wait, how did you get in here? Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put her key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. Dots. What? Did something happen? No, it is just... I am starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Also... Gotcha, bitch! The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, and what other reason would make her lock herself in her room? She can't get dressed by herself. Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door closed. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was unlocked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko, why are you struggling with your kimono sash? She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiro is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono? Huh. The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiro, that Mahiro kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own. She probably could not forgive herself for being unable to do it, especially since Mahiro taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say? Dots. Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono? Stupid! Why are you saying, of course I can do it? Because Mahiro taught me, that's why I can do it on my own. If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of that large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health. And that was when she kicked me out. Could it be Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked herself in a room, made sure to put her room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about this before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Dots. Something's wrong. Hyoko was killed first because she accidentally stumbled upon the murder scene. There's still things I need to investigate. There's a mirror, but it's small and rusty. There's no way anyone could use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign of someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Let's go to the conference room. Dots. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hijami, if you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes. Dots. Aw, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard a dry sound of the curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. Okay, what was that whole, like, oh, are we just gonna glance over the fact that she, you know, was talking about some weird shit? Were you actually exposed, Chiaki? Because I'd be very sad if I missed out. And I saw Chiaki as she finished opening the curtains and was covering the window. Were you surprised? Surprise? I don't get it. I got it. Got what? Got milk? The curtains in the conference room are designed to completely block out the light. There's a projector in here, so it'd probably be... So they probably were careful about light shining through. See? A black curtain that blocks the light is also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it's so dark. So, is something wrong with that? Yeah, she's pissed. Obviously, I should know. Yes, I've put 2 and 2 together, Chucky. I'm not stupid in the real world. My character's stupid in the game. I'm still in the middle of investigating, so that's a secret. Yeah, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? The bit about being embarrassed if I look and troll fail. I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Oh, hey. I saw you. I saw you. Don't worry, I got it. He's like Spider-Manning up there. What the hell? He's up in the rafters. Hey, did I do something to make you angry? Dots. I'm not angry, I think. Well, aren't you? Are you or aren't you? If you're not angry, you wouldn't have done something weird. So weird. Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about it. I think. Is she teasing me? Probably. I hope she is. I like when Chucky teases me. I guess that's everything in the conference room. Okay, so what else do I have to check? Oh, duh. I was trying to walk down them like a normal person, but I forgot I have to interact with them to walk down them. Well, there is stuff I need to investigate here, I guess. Does Akane have something to say? Phew. Phew. I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my booze if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here? Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left... So the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I had no choice, then I should just wear Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so it'd be able to fit anyway. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Makan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Hello! How's everyone doing? It's me, Monokuma. Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know? So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP. Oop, boop, boop, boop. I'll see you soon. It's already time. Dots. So, this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. Oh, hey, that's right. We're already on the island. Also, I didn't actually mention this, but it piqued my curiosity. Akane had a very helpful clue. She said one of the gowns was missing. Because it's true. If it's true that there was one for each patient, that means Ibuki's still wearing hers, Nagito had his on, and Akane was wearing hers. That's 3 out of the 4. One went missing. Which would help prove our theory that I think the recording I saw and the actual music venue events are different scenarios. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough... Is everyone here? Do you guys want to do the class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short of a few brain cells.
My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomar?
I see, so you've come to avenge him.
Avenge? That sounds like he died.
Sounds like, you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomar is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first.
Oh, hold on, I won't let you escape.
So Nekomar just won't be participating in the trial then? Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomar is dead. He's just trying to piss us off. Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, everyone except us and Nekomar will die.
Why are you so excited about that?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go. All right, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Roar! I like how an escalator comes out. Is that supposed to symbolize his tongue? I just realized that. He stepped on the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our line of up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And also, you'd be going down an up escalator, which makes no sense. And when everybody was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. We stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other. The elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. That was a pretty awkward pause. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness, and I walked into that place. Oh, looks like we got like a castle setting. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats.
Well, 2 people got killed at the same time and Nekomar's not here either. Is Nekomar really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
Why bother?
What?
I mean, he can't participate. He didn't investigate. Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of a long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know that she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahira's death. The person who killed the two of them is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, and for our friends' sake. For Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billing with hope and despair, has begun. Save my progress. And also, that's gonna do it for that episode. Hope you all enjoyed that. And I hope you're all prepared to solve not only 1, but 2 murders in the next episode. Hope to see y'all there.